Hey, booze. Hey, it is your girl, the Rising Phoenix Empath, coming at you from Maryland. And I want to jump on real quick. And I wanted to say, I hope that you guys enjoyed your 4th of July weekend. I hope that everybody enjoyed their families and their friends. And I enjoyed all that cookout food and got to celebrate the 4th of July. And I further wanted to say that I have a message for the chosen ones. And that message, chosen ones, is that people are so mad at you. You're trying to understand and figure out why people so mad. Why they took you off that email list after your mom died and you don't get any invites to the cookout. You're trying to figure out why people so mad. Why people going out their way to invite your kids and your siblings and everybody else but you to the party and to the cookout. You're trying to figure out why even maybe some of your closest relatives or closest friends are just kind of discombobulated about your level of success, your level of accomplishment. And I want you to know, chosen ones, I want you to know they're upset. They mad, chosen ones, because it was never supposed to be you. It was never supposed to be you. It was never supposed to be you who don't just quote scripture and who don't just talk about God a lot, but who actually enacts biblical scripture into your life by the way you treat people, by the way you move in life, by the way that you operate. And by no means does this mean you're perfect, chosen ones, but it means you're good. And it was never supposed to be you with that innate goodness. I don't have to tell people I go to church. I don't have to quote scripture. I don't have to just talk about God all the time. Because the way I treat people, the way I move in life, the way I operate is a direct reflection of what's in my heart, chosen ones. Okay? They're mad, chosen ones. They big mad. They mad because it was never supposed to be you to get your associate's degree. It was never supposed to be you to get your bachelor's degree. It was never supposed to be you to get that master's degree. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones. You who they viewed different. You who they viewed really stupid. Because I found that God will use the least of those to bestow gifts and ideas and visions and make these people visionaries. And it was never supposed to be you, chosen ones. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, to still look like you're 30 in your 40s. It was never supposed to be you. Okay? Chosen ones, it was never supposed to be you who grew up with humble beginnings to go on to purchase a beautiful home on acres of land. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, because you're not even married. So it was never supposed to be you, chosen ones. It was never supposed to be you who is so enlightened and who understands the bigger picture and who is an advocate for your community. It was never supposed to be you to understand the cultural and racial dynamic in the world and in society. Because all they want to do is acknowledge and practice social cultural practices that border on being uppity and shallow. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, to be the innovator and to have such beautiful gifts, chosen ones. It was never supposed to be you because you're a little rough around the edges. And while you're educated, while you're smart, while you even a little bit hood, that's not all you are, chosen ones. There's so much to you. There's so many different facets of who you are. You are not one dimensional, and they don't understand that. They want you locked in a box, chosen ones, because it was never supposed to be you. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, who can be very human and feel human emotions. But in the midst of feeling those human emotions, can make the right and good decisions to be righteous and moral. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones. They paint a different picture of you. And in fact, the picture that they paint of you, chosen ones, is exactly who they are. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, to make people stand on business, to make people stand on what they said, what they did, and how they treated you, and to still love them and forgive them, but to create a boundary and say that I will not allow toxicity in my space in life. It was never supposed to be you. In fact, chosen ones, they'll paint a picture that you're easily offended. They'll paint a picture that you're problematic just because you will not allow microaggressions and disrespect to slide anymore. It was never supposed to be you to love yourself enough to defend yourself in your space in your life. It was never supposed to be you. It was never supposed to be you to win, chosen ones. It was never supposed to be you. You who they deem ghetto, you who they deem hood, you who they deem rough around the edges, you who they deem the less attractive. It was never supposed to be you, chosen ones, but it is. And I decree and declare to you right now, chosen ones, that your enemies will, that God will continue to prepare a place and a table for you in the presence of your enemies, and they will continue to get mad and be mad because it was never supposed to be you in their eyes. It was never supposed to be you. And God is going to put you in rooms where you reach people of all walks of life, because you relate to people of all walks of life. Your intellect, your knowledge and your wisdom as it pertains to spiritual things, your knowledge and wisdom as it pertains to specific subject matters. You're going to be put in rooms with important people. You're going to be put in rooms. You're not going to be put in rooms. You're going to be on the podium, chosen ones. You're going to be on the podium because you can relate to humble beginnings, and you can relate to those with higher education, and you have that bandwidth to relate to everybody and anybody you come into contact with, and you have the gifting to not only relate to everybody on all spectrums and in all walks of life. You have the gifting to encourage them, inspire them, and make them feel good at their worst. And chosen ones, they mad because it was never supposed to be you. But I want you to know, chosen ones, keep being you. I say this all the time. Keep being you. Keep doing you. Keep being you. Keep being used. And don't let the seclusion, don't let the isolation, don't let the rejection of the people who have failed to do the work to heal. Don't let this discourage you. Keep moving forward, because your audience goes so way beyond them. God has given you a purpose and a reason and a very specific and particular gift set that not quite anybody else has, to do exactly what he birthed you to do. So let them be mad, chosen ones, because it was in their mind, it was never supposed to be you, because the harsh reality of it is, chosen ones, it was exactly supposed to be you. Until next time, chosen ones, keep being the light.